Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rahul. She is Miss Sama, and you are watching Ekaki muchatlu. So welcome to another episode of Ekaki muchatlu. So yeah, today we are doing something new, and I mean something not new, but for us it's different. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the potential story of Drishyam 4.
So
We
unfortunately, none of us actually understood the Drishyam 3 climax also. I'm still very daisy about what exactly happened. I watched it twice. Unfortunately, both the times I watched it in Malayalam, so probably that also might be one reason why I'm kind of like I have no clue about what the Drishyam 3's climax is, but I clearly understood that George Kuti got surrendered. I mean, George Kuti surrendered to the police, and so I was like, it just triggered a thought in both of us. So we wanted to write the Drishyam 4 story because we were just bored with our lives and we wanted to create a fantasy world.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So let's just brush it out what Drishyam 1, 2, 3 has done. Okay.
Let's start with Drishyam 1. So we'll be mainly focusing on the Malayalam names and the Telugu names because we belong to Telugu and we have watched the Malayalam also because it's original. So George Kuti, we have a family which is whose the father is George Kuti, mother is Rani, Anu and Anju. But when it comes to Telugu, it is Rambabu, Jyoti, Anu and Anju again. So this is a very cute family, a very normal middle class family, a very happy middle class family. So so Rambabu or George Kuti, they run a cable. They are all like he eventually grew from a video parlor now to a cable. Like this is the first part. This is the first part into cable operation or something. So his elder daughter Anju actually goes for a nature camp in her first semester. So eventually there'll be a guy who kind of gets attracted to Anju, and he just captures a very video which shouldn't be done, which is in like certain very unfortunate, I mean like inappropriately he captures a video inappropriately, and he tries to blackmail her. He comes to Anju's home on a Saturday and kind of blackmails her that he'll be posting that into the internet. A quite common story. But what happens is, unfortunately, Anju accidentally kills Varun. So the next part, so that is when Anju confesses what exactly happened before night to her father, and that is when our hero George Kuti or Rambabu starts their action, and they'll visit to a place called Vijayanagaram, or I don't know the place in Malayalam. They visit this place and he starts his own strategy. He just recreates the other day, August 2nd. He recreates that they've been to a family pravachanam or a family event where, or it's a Christian event in Malayalam. It's a Christian event in Malayalam, but more or less it's the same. They go for a spiritual event for a day, and they'll be watching movies and other stuff the next day, and they'll be coming up. It'll just be like a weekend trip, a weekend beautiful family trip. He just recreates that day, and he says that they aren't in that particular village. It's Rajkad. It's Rajkad. It's like Palakkad. Rajkad is the place where this particular incident happened in Kerala. So he just recreates that day and eventually gets away with it. I mean, like he doesn't get away because there isn't any proof. All the proofs are pretty clear and authentic. So he just gets away with it. But unfortunately, in the second part, you want to take up the second part?
second part. So second part, unfortunately, when Rambabu's character will dump the Varun's dead body inside the police station. So there was a guy who is running by murdering his brother-in-law and running from that murder place. He saw Rambabu who is like dumping the dead body. So he will be on the jail for the next 10 years. In that 10 years, Rambabu will like eventually becomes a theater owner. He starts to make a movie like on his own experience of what has happened in this murder investigation and all that. So he will trying to make that movie, and also he is trying to and he is visiting the like post-mortem hospital, and visiting the persons who used to look at that what do you call it, dumping yard,
Yeah.
who looks at the who looks at the dumping yard, the person who he constantly visiting to these guys. And at the other hand, Varun's father will meet to the Ram Babu, saying, what has done with your daughter is unfortunate, and our son has done which is very wrong. But as a parents, we also want to want the body, where is my son's body, where you have like
Dumped
dump
him.
it, please tell me. Yeah, like that. He he talks with a very emotionally way, but Rambabu, being Rambabu, a cold hearted, like he has that
Just
he
Rambabu
is
being
very,
Rambabu ante adi.
yeah, the Rambabu, being Rambabu, is very cold hearted, and he says no.
He's
And
not cold-hearted.
something will happen, and this guy who runs away from the murder. He saw the Rambabu's character dumping the dead body, will comes to the police, telling that I saw Rambabu dumping the dead body near the police station. The body will
Here
become
inside the
he
police station. Inside the police station.
yeah, inside the police station, the body will be discovered. The court proceedings will be happen, and then the you all know the iconic twist that
Scene, court scene.
the goat scene, that the body which has dumped is not the Varun's body.
Varun's body.
It actually the another's body, with the help of the dump yard worker, and also with the post-mortem hospitals
Court.
watchmen. Yeah. So that pretty much happens, and at the last, they got ashes of the Varun's body, which will be handed over to the parents. And that much, like that is the complete story of Drishyam 2. But I don't know why did they make Drishyam 3, but still they
I
have
still,
made Drishyam
even I
3
am not
to.
pretty sure because they have all the evidences and everything are done. I don't know why they are even doing Drishyam 3. But let me just
Yeah,
start with the story of Drishyam 3. You can just take over your Drishyam 4, okay? Like your
yeah,
script of Drishyam 4, you can start with. So in Drishyam 3, what happens is Anju is getting better. Anju is because in Drishyam 2, Anju has a very traumatic past and she'll kind of she'll be unable to, whereas as Anu's character becomes rebellious and she'll just be like facing the world with a lot of defensiveness and courage. Not defensiveness, maybe you can say courage. But Anu still is very timid. She doesn't want to go out. She doesn't want to study outside because that's just a 2-day trip and that is still traumatic to her. So,
mhm,
so just kind of going out. So she's doing so. She's a day scholar, and she's I don't know what she's studying. She'll be like in a very bad state in Drishyam too. But now she gets better. She finishes her education, I guess, and she's not working anywhere. She's not working anywhere, but she's kind of at home and everything. That's not explicitly shown. Whereas this another girl, I think she finishes her high school. Anu finishes her high school, and she'll be coming back. So here is unlikely in the second half. In the third half, he becomes George Kutti's character or Rambabu's character. Rambabu is not there; it's only done in Malayalam. So George Kutti becomes extremely successful. Extremely successful.
mhm,
His cinema, his film named Drishyam. Like Biju Menon is on in the place of George Kutti. Biju Menon actually plays the role of George Kutti here in the film, and it's a 100 crore film now. So he gets a lot of money and everything. But somewhere in in the corner of people's mind, or at least the police officers, the initial SI who has dealt with this case, he comes to Rambabu, he comes to George Kuti, and he asks, I think whatever has happened is through self-defense only, right? He just asked this question to George Kuti, but George Kuti doesn't give an answer, just like George Kuti being George. So eventually, at the end, what happens is this character of Sahadevan and Mr. Prabhakar's character, they come into place, they come into picture. And this time, Prabhakar is more cruel, more violent, and because in the first Drishyam 1, Prabhakar's character is the only character which is very empathetic. And eventually in the second one also, he tries to be empathetic, or else he maybe he just portrays himself to be empathetic. But in the third half, somehow the core values of that character kind of that gets diluted, which I am also not, which I also did not like it much. He becomes like this very
Mhm.
cruel version of himself, which by he just destroys Anju's marriage. Anju tries to get married to, like, and get settled. She's pretty empathetic about the marriage and everything also, but unfortunately, the marriage also ends up in tears. She gets cheated. But what happens at the end is Sahadevan comes into picture and he tries to destroy Anju's marriage. But there will be a difference in the strategy. Like what Prabhakar's strategy was is completely different from what Sahadeva's strategy is. So because the film is still in theaters, I'm just not explicitly telling everything. I'm just trying to say what exactly happened. So as
Mhm.
there is a difference in the strategies, the plan gets destroyed, and the George Kutty's character instinctively reacts and tries to save Anju and gets surrendered to the police, saying that he killed Varun. Okay,
Mhm.
he gets surrendered to the police, saying he killed Varun. And there is a small hook post in the post credit scene. There's a small hook where Geeta Prabhakar says, "It's not George Kutty, but I want to destroy Anju."
Yeah.
So the emotion of it's at the end, it's Varun's mistake. Varun tried to destroy Anju's life, and Anju did not intend to kill Varun. But eventually, that empathy towards Anju gets diluted because everything is good happening in their lives. So he's finally into a 100 crore film. He earns a lot of money, and they're still not, they're getting away every single time. So Geeta Prabhakar kind of fills that poison in her heart, and she wants to destroy Anju now. So that's the end of Drishyam
Mhm.
3, guys. So we are now writing the Drishyam 4 script.
Over. I will just start the like what the characters will be in this Drishyam 4 according to me. So first of all, the George Kutty's character, he will be
Hmm?
in the jail itself. Like
Yeah.
I don't think he will come back to the normal life easily like that because the police officials will be very much like George Kutty character has humiliated the police officials, like their proceedings and all by his doing things. So I don't think the police officials will be very much lenient towards the this character. So he will be on the jail itself. And secondly, goes to the mother character. The mother character will be very like she will be very silent now. Like she won't like we can see in the 1 and 2 and 3. Like she's very demand putting women in the family. Like she is making initiative to make Anu to get married or to know the what is reality, what I mean, what is happening to with the body or what is happening with the case or we need to do the marriage or we need to do something which is regular to the society that thing will be thing will be gone. So basically the family will be not as shown as very happy family. Like this time this family will be fully depressed. There is no space of happy living family right now. The elder girl will be very much depressed. I think she will be in her bedroom itself. She won't get out. She won't talk to anybody. She won't trust anybody, even his father or mother or anybody, family members also, because the climax of the Drishyam 3, I think that was very scary to her, that she won't able to trust not only the other person's no, but also she get that idea that for protecting me, my family will go to extent that they will harm me. Okay, for protecting me, they can able to harm me. Like my father able to harm me just because to protect me. So that kind of state will be there on the elder sister character. So she will be very depressive and she won't talk to anybody. Uh, she won't able to get out of her comfort zone and bedroom. She will constantly going to the therapy, psychiatrist consultations will be over every time. And also this time what I think this time every time the police officials or anyone will target one of the member of the family. So like in the Drishyam 2, you can see they targeted Rani's character to get the evidence, to get the
Correct,
statements,
correct,
whatever,
correct.
to get the statement. So in the third installment, they targeted to the elder daughter, and and to get the evidence to get,
No, no, I think it was the younger daughter, right? Younger daughter was targeted, no? In the second half also, it's not Rani was targeted, and the younger daughter Anu was also targeted. She was kind of manipulated also by this
I
guy
think
from the
I
school.
didn't like in the second in the Telugu version. So what will happen is they put this setup like they are targeting the younger daughter also, but somehow they just cut that portion there
Ah,
because
correct, correct.
they cut that portion because the last time when they are manipulating is when the boy who is manipulating her to get the answers, he's talking to with her on that farm, but the mother will watch her and scold her. And at that after that scene, she talks about Rambabu about what is she said or something or not like that. Then Rambabu says that just don't discuss about this thing. We will forget about this thing. Then the scene, the subplot will be vanished. Like there is no other things which will be proceed on this subplot in the Telugu version. So I don't know about the Malayalam version, but I think this time they will full-fledgedly target a younger daughter because see, mother will not be come into the next like will not come into that Chakraview because she has experienced that con thing
Yeah.
because she has been manipulated. She has been like used about this, and elder daughter also there is no chance of talking with her only
Possible.
because the family members will be very much protected about that girl. But the sweet and you cannot manipulate George Curtis. Come on, he cannot be the person who needs to be taught. So he won't. He will not do that. So only the one person who left is younger daughter. So this time they will target younger daughter.
Hmm.
And what do you think?
So for me, right, I have a very different premise actually. I was
Okay.
pretty disappointed when the elder daughter's marriage was also destroyed that way. I did not
Mm-hmm.
like that. I was pretty upset about that, in fact. So what I
Yeah.
wanted to do is like, okay, fine. The marriage ended very badly, or the marriage was literally a sham in Drishyam
Mm-hmm.
3. But I don't want that to sustain. So I wanted a character arc in Anju's role also because all her life she's just being very sad into all this, all the therapy and everything. No, I felt very sad. So what I wanted to do is like, I was like, Anju started her education again. Anju started doing her post graduation, but a distance post graduation. So the world has become so digitalized after COVID that you have like very good courses in post graduation also. So she starts her
Mm-hmm.
post graduation in psychology, or she starts her post graduation in something, whatever it is. So because the reason why I chose psychology is I might have choose something else also, but the reason I chose psychology is maybe it'll help her understand herself more better, or the family more better, or maybe in becoming more empathetic. So that is the
Mm-hmm.
reason she starts her post graduation in psychology. And when it comes to Anu's character, right? Anu's character, I have two things in Anu's character. Probably she might become an advocate, or else she
Mm-hmm.
can, like, she wanted to go to the Singapore University, right? So that might
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
happen. I want her to get into advocate because she just finished her high
Okay.
school or something, maybe her plus one, plus
Yeah.
two. So I want
Yeah.
to get her into law. I want her to know
Mm-hmm.
all the legal loopholes because she is someone who has this, like, what do we say, the swag or the courage to actually face the world. So I wanted Anu to become a lawyer and Anju to start
Mm-hmm.
studying again. But when it comes to Rani's character has constantly been hurt many times by people around. Whomever she
Yeah.
trusts, right, they kind of ditch her in every possible way. So I don't want Rani's character to become cold, but I also want to become that. I also want to make Rani's character into that because she was a very warm character. Rani or Jyoti were very very
Mm-hmm.
warm. They were very
Mm-hmm.
sweet. But this time I wanted Rani to become a little defensive and just be more protective towards her daughters. That's it. But when it comes to George
Yeah.
Kutti's character or Rambabu's character, so Rambabu is still in prison. Rambabu is like, sorry, George Kutti is still in prison. He's still
Mhm.
under that thing, but through the lawyer, he'll actually understand that Geeta Prabhakar is trying to file another petition against his daughter Anju. And what happens is my in my version of the story, what happens is, so this time the police, because the police were literally fooled by George Kutti's character thrice. So I mean, like in the due course of this time, police actually committed a lot of mistakes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if George Kuti files another case against police or against the character of Veerabhadram, this time he instinctively reacted and he wanted to just send Veerabhadram or what is his name? Shit.
Sahadev.
Sahadevan to prison. But if he tries to dig this case, if George Kuti tries to dig this case again, so you can actually blame the police for crossing all kinds of limits here,
Mm.
for destroying, for just crossing all kinds of boundaries, all kinds of limits. So the police
Mm.
this time try to use Geeta Prabhakar's petition and just try to
Mm.
make sure that, or else just try to, I mean, what I'm trying to say is like, they just try to use Geeta Prabhakar and her petition to save themselves. And just to say
Okay.
that it's Geeta Prabhakar's fault and it's just the Geeta Prabhakar who did all this from like who
Mm.
just did all this illegally. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
All this the because the SI also gets voluntary. I don't remember, but in Drishyam 3 there is this one sequence or sorry, a scene where the SI the I think it's the Rajkard SI comes to George Kuti and he asks something like if that was if that
That
was said. Yeah, that scene is there.
yeah.
No, I don't remember
Yeah.
if he is into voluntary retirement or he got transferred or
But
something.
yeah, he had
Or
returned,
police officers involved. Yeah, yeah.
and his son is wants to become a director, and
Assistant
he said
director.
so.
Ha, ha, ha. So there will be some sequence, some scene like that. But probably I want to say that all the police who were involved were affected in some or the other. So this time they do not want to get affected more. So they want to completely blame Geeta Prabhakar and they just want to
Mm.
clear out their past issues also. They reacted very emotionally and stuff. So they wanted to blame Geeta Prabhakar into everything. So Geeta Prabhakar files a
Mhm.
petition against Anju.
Mhm. One thing, like, I don't believe that Geeta Prabhakar will file a petition because I think it has been personal to her, so she will treat it personally and go to beyond the judiciary and beyond the police thing. I think
That
like
also got
she will,
failed. No? Drishyam 3, that
yeah.
only happened.
Drishyam 3 is not like Drishyam 3 is in between the judiciary, right? Sahadevan is also working with the
Oh, yeah.
police thing also. No? So I think that police the investigation and the judiciary court things will be put aside, and this time Geeta Pravakar will come personal attack, will do personally uh, trap the as I said that if she will trap the younger daughter, because as you said, like if you want to like you want the younger daughter to go to any abroad or something, so there you can put another character, so which comes to younger Anu, yeah, Anu's life. You will like there will be someone come to the Anu's life. So he will travel with her, and eventually they have this connection, the love connection. They will love each other,
But
or they will do this that.
somehow
Yeah, yeah,
I
please.
think we have missed a very important point that after all this, no one would actually fall in love again. Especially after watching what her sister has been through. She'll never fall again. She'll never trust anyone ever in her life because her what do we call bava? I don't know what do we call bava in Malayalam. So her sister's husband is a fraud. Whatever has happened in her sister's life is brutal, very sad, very, very sad.
Mm.
So I don't think she'll go to abroad and she'll leave her parents alone, especially once after his father got arrested. I think she'll take up law and she'll start studying law, and she'll not fall into the trap. She is not like she's not like Anu, man. She is like a very smart kid. From the start they'll show no that Anu's character, she's a very smart kid. So probably I
Mm-hmm.
don't think she'll fall into the trap of Geeta Prabhakar, and she what I think is like it's the younger daughter who actually figures out this petition and who actually
Mm-hmm.
understands what Geeta Prabhakar's underlying issue is. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe probably we can say that Geeta Prabhakar creates a witness saying that Anju,
Mm-hmm.
that she saw Anju and Varun um, maybe making out. She might see Anju and Varun making out, or else he
Okay.
can create a fake evidence kind of a thing. And I mean, like, this is just an assumption again. We can say that Geeta
Mm-hmm.
Prabhakar creates a fake witness and files a petition against Anju, saying that Anju loved Varun. They had their own
Mm-hmm.
physical stuff and everything, but eventually she didn't want to marry a Varun or something, so she killed her. So this can be filed, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is legal only in India. We can do that. So once this happens, probably George Kuti knows exactly that this guy is a bogus witness. He's a bogus
Mm-hmm.
witness. So what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say is like I think both Anu as well as the lawyer, right? They combine
Mm-hmm.
and they actually give a lot of media attention to this guy, that fake witness.
Okay.
So
Okay.
eventually, what will happen is, as this fake witness guy is getting a lot of media attention, he starts cooking
Mm-hmm.
up news stories. This is at the end, he just tried to fake up a story and create it as in a natural way. What George Kutty's idea is like, if you give a lot of attention to people, people start bringing out, or people start loving that attention, and they start giving more information to the public.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, after like 2 3 sittings, probably he might give a wrong information where he'll be
Mm-hmm.
caught. So that's the idea of George Kutty. So even this
Okay.
witness keeps on talking to the media. He keeps giving interviews to different places. He just does all that, and eventually he'll get caught by one scenario, saying that
Mm-hmm.
because of this means
Mm-hmm.
where was this that time? No, it was not there. This road was not there, or this light was not there. Something he'll get caught.
Mm-hmm.
This can be used as a proof, saying that this particular witness is a bogus witness. This particular witness is the not right witness. And George Kuti again plays this game, saying that this witness is a false witness. He actually told it to the media.
Okay.
Eventually,
But
maybe
the
we can
question,
do this.
yeah.
This is a
But the
probably.
question is like why police officials will be expose this witness to the media?
That is where we have to write the script. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't.
Uh,
I don't
like
know.
it is interesting. Like it is interesting to bring the another witness because if you remember, like in the Drishyam one itself, when the Varun's coming to the family to the home, there will be another guy with him on the car in the car.
Oh yeah. Correct.
Yeah, there will be another character. Like he only tells to the Geeta Prabhakar that your son is missing.
Mm,
Like
correct.
the mother will come to the best friend and he talks about this and then eventually she comes to know that he is involved in this Anju's like love affair and what has
Yeah.
happened, what how he obsessed about that girl and eventually what happened and all. So here they can use this character, this, but I don't think like they will expose to the media because if he exposed to the media, then eventually George Kuti will manipulate his statements and makes in the favor of him like by passing by constantly pushing the by the help of the lawyer's character which is played by this heroine from the Seema Tapaka movie.
Okay,
Hindi,
Purna.
yeah, Purna.
Malayalam. It was like she's very cute. Malayalam also it is played by some very cute
Yeah.
girl.
So with the
So
help of the
okay.
Purna character, with the help of the Purna character, she will constantly push that that best friend character and eventually make that character tell what George Kutti wants to tell about that sequence. That is a
But no,
risky thing to the police officials, right? That could be manipulative.
what I am trying to say is like, see, if he is like, if we do something and make him exposed to the media, the work of George Kuti will be easier because George Kuti is in prison.
Yeah. But
So George Kuti,
I also
George,
think that George Kutti's character, I mean, the police officials will not want to talk anyone to the George Kutti. Like they will make George Kutti like an uh, like very much one member. Like you can see that they have if someone has done a very gruesome murder, they will put that prisoners separately with not associating with the another other prisoners in the jail. So like that.
too much, Ra. Too much, Ra. In Drishyam 3 ending only, I think he'll be jailed because of self defense. It comes from self defense. I don't think he's considered as a criminal there. It comes out of self defense because until then, people all the police officers also think that it is self defense only. So I think
But
he'll not be. I think he'll not be in that. And you know George Kuti, right? George Kuti is a great networking. He does great networking, man. I think we can also and he'll make a very good friend in jail. He'll make a very good friend. He'll make a very big criminal as his friend in jail, and he'll
Mhm.
actually get away with it. Is what I feel. We are underestimating George Kuti.
but I want George Kuti to take backseat this time. I want Rani to take
Jealous
charge.
of George, huh? So actually, I really understand where you're coming from. You wanted to portray Rani as that woman who has evolved into that not you can say the feminine అంటే ఒక warm nature, not exactly being warm, but you want her also to be like standing up for herself both physically as well as mentally. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. I get that. But how exactly can you see? To be honest, there is enough scope for Rani to become this strong woman character. But I think Rani has always been very strong. Kakapati, sorry. There is enough scope because George is inside, and not every time Rani gets the clue or the tip from George Kuti that what exactly he's trying to do. So you can actually
Mhm.
make Rani evolve into this smart woman who can actually handle these kind of things, and you'll have help of Anu also, no? So you can make Rani's character stronger. Yes, yes, you can create enough situations where you can prove Rani is strong. Maybe you can create like the first scene, right? For the first initial scene, also you can introduce
Mhm.
Rani who has become more stronger. Where
Mhm.
there is a guy who has been observing Rani's. Because in the first scene only, in the first film, first Drishyam also, no, he'll actually bury
Mhm.
they'll actually bury Varun's body, right, in their courtyard or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
in their maybe that'll happen, right? She'll actually say to George, like, I don't know how did I even do that. I'm someone
Mhm.
I'm like oh, now I'm petrified, but I really don't know how exactly I could do that at that point of time.
Mhm.
So I don't know where did I even get that courage from. That's what exactly Rani says. So
Mhm.
we can actually say that you're not that timid woman. You're a stronger woman. You know how to take the right decisions. You can just so we can
Mhm.
create scenes. We can start with that. We can start actually with that scene. In Drishyam 4, once after like the George Kutti's scene happens or introduction of George Kutti, when you shift to introducing the family, you can actually start with this, where someone from the bike is observing Rani's family,
Yeah,
where Anju might be taking her classes. Anu will be out obviously as she's doing as maybe even if she's studying outside India or she's doing she's going to the law college. Either ways, Anu will not be at home. But here
yeah.
you can put a strong thing where like where Rani is observing that bike guy and kind of strategically like sending him away or something. We can do that like something very not the physical one, but the strategical way
Mhm.
where Rani is also now a potential candidate to handle all this stuff. You can do that actually. It's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
Rani. It's only Rani. It's like Anukokunda Okarosu. I think Anukokunda Okarosu, or we can say one film, right? One film where just a woman handles everything strategically, not with innocence, but with strategy.
You can say
We can
family
put
man.
this to be a potential introduction to Meena ma'am also. Heroic potential like Rani's character.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I am like right now like liking this concept of movie called Blast, which has Arjun Sarja and these
Abhirami.
some characters, and that in that movie, this the women characters are kicking the ass of the villains. So that is very fascinating to me. So I think like I am thinking like in that way. But yeah, it is interesting to make Randy's character very rebellious, not as rebellious, but very protective to their family. Uh,
Okay.
like yeah, if you like like this is very much ridiculous idea I have. I don't know how much logical or illogical, but like
నీ
I'm just
పరయం
saying this
నీ
right
పరయం
away.
నా నీ పరయం is like you
Yeah,
say in my. Hmm.
yeah, yeah. So what I am thinking is something will be happening in the between of the movie. At the climax, I want George Kuti to kill this Geeta Prabhakaran and Prabhakaran's character. I want to kill because even like there will be something like this Geeta Prabhakaran will go to Anu's character and want to kill her because she has fed up with this judiciary. She is fed up with these petitions and he is playing with the legal system in and out, playing with the police jurisdiction and all throughout three movies because she's fed up with this system. She's like, let me do with my hand. Let me handle myself. So she will do some kidnapping or she will do something which hurts to this elder sister character, and eventually she wants to kill her. And that's at that time when this daughter's life in danger,
Mm.
George Kuti comes. He kills her, like he kills Geeta Prabhakar, and by coming and also the husband's character. So when this Geeta Prabhakar and his husband has been killed, so eventually, so technically the case has been closed because whoever the case has been registered, if they are gone, then there is no point of there is no use of the case.
అస్సలు ఒక్క
So
మర్డర్కే కా సారీ బట్ see if you kill Geeta Prabhakar here when this murder was actually not it's completely unintended. They are facing consequences from last 20 years, and if he kills Geeta Prabhakar they'll be dead. He'll be given this
yeah, I mean,
he'll be
even
given a
I
death sentence. What
yeah,
is this?
that's
Okay,
what
but I
that's
have one mass scene. I have one mass scene.
yeah.
It is like not. I actually like your thing because we have this so much hatred towards Geeta Prabhakar that we want to kill Geeta Prabhakar only. But I understand where you are coming from. But I have this one mass scene where either Anju or Rani, any one of them, it's like in a court scene where there'll be Geeta Prabhakar will be coming to the court, and where this Anju and Anu will be coming to the court, and they'll have like they both will be standing in front of them. Okay, so
Mhm.
there will be one, or else maybe somewhere outside there'll be like strong slap. Either it is Rani or it's Geeta Prabhakar, they'll be giving a strong slap to Geeta. Either is Rani
Mhm.
or Anju will be giving a strong slap to Geeta, or else we can have a dialogue war there also. We can have
Okay,
some
okay.
strong scene, man. You need something. You need Trivikram Srinivas Garu for this, but he can write that impactful dialogues. But there can be a one. There is a potential of having one strong court scene where Anju gives back to Geeta, Rani gives back
Yeah,
to Geeta. Yeah,
like
killing. I don't think so because they can't afford to do another crime intentionally or unintentionally. Kuti's family, the George Kuti's family.
yeah, because like why I'm going to this killing because I want to end this franchise. To be very much honest, I want because for me the second movie Drishyam 2 is a complete movie. There itself is a complete franchise movie. I mean there is it's a complete story. There should be a full stop
See, if you
because
will
they
be
have
getting some 1,000 views or 2,000 views for this, it's better we continue this franchise. We can write more stories.
like in the case like in the pursuit of views or in the pursuit of money, I don't want this movie, the essence of the movie or the franchise, the history or the essence of this movie should be diluted. You know
Kind of. Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah. I think
saying.
Drishyam 4 shouldn't come, Ray.
If it comes, but it would be the last one. Like it will compulsory, it will come because they have put that Drishyam 4 on cards on the last shot. That Drishyam 4, it will come. It will surely will come because they want money. First thing, they want money to cash in because it is like it's like now right now a hen which is giving the golden eggs like that. So they need the money, so they will eventually they make the Drishyam 4. But I want Drishyam 4 will be the last one to the franchise, so that's why I'm
But
going to
I think
kill
we
him
have better climaxes than killing Geeta Prabhakar.
because I like
But it's okay.
I
This is
want to
also one
show
kind of a
that.
raw climax. Because we
Yeah,
are
yeah,
not
I
having
want because I like why I'm coming to this because I want to show that uh, this George Kutty's character will go to the so much extent that to protect his family. So to protect his family, he can kill also. Like in the kill someone also in the third character, third Drishyam 3 also. He tried to kill Sahadevan, right? He tried to kill Sahadevan, but even he stopped because of morals or what something happened that night.
a.
Because he wants the information about where is his son-in-law or where is the son-in-law, like kind of thing. Like and what is the plan of his while doing this and how they are trapping to him. So he wants all this information, so that's why he didn't kill him. But I want in this Drishyam 4
Mm.
to kill it, end this matter, to take all the responsibilities of killings and also having this Vikram's death, the responsibility on him only, and also the Geeta Prabhakar's killer of the Geeta Prabhakar. So he want so that responsibility that all cases will comes in on head. It will be life imprisonment. It will comes to the hanging, and I want to show that for the extent for the family's safety, he can go to the extent that he can kill anybody. If he came some closer to the family, if there is any threat, is it small or big or anything, if there any threat will become to the family, he will going to kill it, whatever the circumstances will whatever will come across after that.
I somehow feel that this is not a great idea, but okay, we can consider this as a potential script, but it will again become like Tundaram. You have seen Tundaram. It's like it's an again Mohanlal's film. Same. Shobana plays the role of Meena. It's again like the his son gets killed, and it's like more like
Mm-hmm.
a revenge story, like of Mohanlal. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a revenge story, but I think I don't want Drishyam because in Tundaram, it is like Mohanlal is someone who is not like the stable, intelligent geek that we portray. But
Yeah.
here in Drishyam, the character is very different, and Mohanlal shouldn't lose his cool. Here, if,
Mm-hmm.
if if Mohanlal would have been in the position like if it was not George Kutty, if George Kutty was there during that night, the way George Kutty would have handled the situation is very different. So even after 3 seasons, even after these many years, George Kutty did not lose his cool. At the end, if you show that George Kutty has lost his cool, then what is like you feel like the whole franchise, people will stop watching the franchise. It will just become like Pushpa 2. And I don't want that to
Okay.
happen. I don't want the character to be diluted. You have a strong character base. You have someone you can make sure that George Kutty is more intelligent here. You don't need to kill Geeta Prabhakar. You can just make sure that Geeta Prabhakar is again used by you can just turn like people around Geeta Prabhakar and just end it for all.
But if you do like that, then this franchise will never be end, right? Like
You just don't
how you
make
will end
Drishyam
this one?
5. What is wrong? Don't make
I
Drishyam 5.
don't want Drishyam 5.
Here
I
also,
don't want
see. I'll tell you one example. If there wasn't that 30 seconds of hook of Geeta Prabhakar saying, I want Anju, the film would have been ended by now also. So Jeetu Joseph is not that innocent, Ray. He has given clear ending. See, even in Bahubali also, if there was no scene where Katappa kills Bahubali, The film would have ended on a very, very good pace. People wouldn't have waited for Bahubali 2. So that is the reason. That is the even for Durandar also, even in Durandar also, even Durandar 1, 2, Durandar 2. There was this beautiful hook. They put this hook because they wants to make. But if there is a conscious choice from Jeetu Josephs to end this franchise, any ending is an ending. This Drishyam 1 has a great ending. Drishyam 2 has a great ending. Drishyam 3 is also having a good ending. Here, in fact, he in fact cleared Sahadevan's character also. So
Yeah,
ending, Jeetu Joseph is writing a clear script for a new film. He has just made a burger. Before it was sandwich, he made Drishyam 3 a burger. That's it. That's the only difference. But he had the same tomatoes, he had the same bread, he had the same patty, the same paneer patty. Everything was same. So
yeah,
I think so. You don't need to kill all the characters. You can just destroy them. You can just say that maybe Geeta Prabhakar is paralyzed. Geeta Prabhakar can't even think anymore. She's brain dead. You can do that because you don't need a third person to do that. But for this one, probably you need one. Yeah, I think we have spoken too much here. We can end this.
yeah. And also, I think that whatever we spoke, there is a it is an deleted script.
And
It would be the deleted script, surely. Because
fortunately, this is nowhere from Chat GPT. We have just created this on spot. And
yeah,
please give some credit to our intelligence.
yeah. And by chance, is there any plot that we have predicted? That means we are not a writers of that. We are just predicting. And if it is came coincidentally, then we are cleverer enough to write a script, or
That's it.
the writing script, the quality has been dropped. That's what I will say.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
that's
Thank you so much.
pretty much. Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment it down. What are the plots you want to be in this franchise, and how ridiculous we are.
Yeah, drop down better ideas on Drishyam down, and like, share, subscribe to Ekaki Muchatlu, Movie Central Ekaki
Yes.
Muchatlu.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.